Of course, we're getting about the country tonight. Let's head from one end to the other. Southlanders are in mourning after the shock news the Southland Museum and Art Gallery will close indefinitely on Thursday due to earthquake risk. The sudden nature of the closure has shocked Invercargill residents and raised questions about the future of arts and culture in the region. Locals are also concerned about the future of the museum's tuatarium, which houses more than 100 tuatara. Some very famous residents. Timothy Brown filed this report from Invercargill.
The Southland Museum and Art Gallery has been a drawcard for the region's children for years. But in 2 days' time, it will fall silent.
Got very mixed emotions. Yes, we do have to keep the staff safe, but it's a precipitate notice. Suddenly it's going to be shut up that I think it's given everyone such a shock.
That's Friends of the Southland Museum and Art Gallery committee member Chris Henderson. Like many in the region, she is in disbelief at the sudden announcement of the museum's closure. But Chris Henderson says the future of the facility is now more important.
I think although it's shocking, it's also a golden opportunity to really look at what we want for the future.
So you're looking ahead rather than back now?
Oh, well, I do look back. I feel so privileged to have seen the museum from its 1940s building right through to today, and get to know the people who are part of it.
But many in Invercargill aren't as ready to move on yet. In fact, they told Checkpoint walking through the building today feels like some sort of funeral mass.
I'm shocked. I'm in mourning. I'm a bit devastated this is happening. I can't quite believe that we've had so many years in Invercargill of knowing the state of the building, of knowing the earthquake risk, that something hasn't been resolved a lot earlier.
I'm absolutely devastated. I'm stunned. I've got an art exhibition happening here at the moment myself, and it'll be closed down on Friday. It did have 4 more weeks to go. It's all over.
I feel incredibly sad. I think it's been an iconic part of Invercargill, and to see it happen just like this, with absolutely no warning, is completely shocking and really sad.
Locals worry about what the closure means for the facility's 41 staff, the region's visitors, and the more than 100 permanent residents in the tuatarium. But there is one silver lining. The tuatara are not going anywhere, according to the museum's manager, Paul Horner.
When we close the museum, the tuatara will just stay in the enclosure here where they are on the north side of the building. Because it's glazed on the north wall, people will be able to see from outside, so they'll still be able to see the tuatara, but the tuatara will just stay here in the museum for the foreseeable future.
Paul Horner says a museum staff member will enter the facility to feed and care for the tuatara throughout the closure. He says yesterday's announcement provides further impetus for the need to support plans for a new facility contained in the council's draft long-term plan, which is out for consultation at present.
That's a plan that we call the Living Dinosaurs, and it's to build a new enclosure on the west side of the present building, and it'll have a corridor leading to it from the foyer of the museum. So we could carry on with that plan and build the Living Dinosaurs enclosure. Then that'll be probably a year to 18 months away, and after that we can then shift the tuatara over to the enclosure.
And that may just be what is needed to kickstart a redevelopment of the existing museum facilities. In Invercargill, for Checkpoint, Timothy Brown.